about 20-25 minutes. Here at Dollywood, we're known as the friendliest place in the Smokies. Let's all get a hand in the air and start waving. On the count of three, let's let out a big howdy. 1, 2, 3, howdy! Hey, that sounded good. Now you keep on waving and being friendly to everybody. And I will tell you about this rolling piece of history we're riding behind. Folks, look out to your right, waving Miss Lillian. She's out there with a banjo in one hand, a chicken in her other one. She's picking up her heels. Go see Miss Lillian at Miss Lillian's Chicken House. It's the best fried chicken around. And also on your right is Dollywood's old-fashioned grist mill. It's one of the few operating grist mills left today. That's where every day they fresh bake that world-famous cinnamon bread. And I'll tell you, there is nothing better.
Merry Christmas!
In May 1938, Buffalo Locomotive Works in Eddystone, Pennsylvania, built a narrow-gauge Mikado-style Engine 70. It weighs about 230,000 pounds and it's a genuine coal-fired, steam-driven Type 282 locomotive. That 282 simply means there's 2 wheels on the front, 2 on the back, and 8 large drive wheels in the middle. After Engine 70 was completed, it was shipped to Skagway, Alaska, and it worked on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad. December the 7th, 1941 came the attack on Pearl Harbor and the United States involvement in World War II. It was determined that a military highway was needed to protect Alaska. So in 1942, the United States Army took over the White Pass and Yukon Railroad of Skagway, Alaska, and used it to move the material and personnel needed to build the Alcan Military Highway. Over 280,000 tons of material supplies along with troops and personnel travel behind this engine. Many engines like her are up to 34 trains a day, all in support of road construction. And in only 9 months, what had seemed impossible became possible as the Alcan Military Highway was completed. I bet you didn't realize you're riding behind a true veteran of World War II. Here at Dollywood, we're proud of all our veterans from all branches of the military, and our hopes and prayers are with those on active duty today. After World War II was over, Engine 70 remained in Skagway, Alaska until her retirement. But in 1977, she was sold to an East Tennessee theme park named Silver Dollar City. And that's where they affectionately named her Cinderella. Hey, look up to the engine, wave your engineer. That's DJ up there today. Cinderella's been here since 1977 when it was Silver Dollar City, Tennessee, until present-day Dollywood, where she continues her tradition of hard work. Now let's all sit back and relax and listen to the engine as she makes her way up the mountain. The Cherokee Indians called these mountains the place of the blue smoke. The Smoky Mountains are the natural habitat for more flowering plants and trees than anywhere else in the United States. Even in the air, you can hear the music of over 200 species of birds. The Smokies are a never-ending song. They change with each season and with each pair of eyes. Here at Dollywood, we're real proud of Cinderella. So much, sometimes we like to let her show off a little bit. So what do you say, folks? Would you like to hear the engineer play a tune on that Wildwood Locomotive whistle? All right, on the count of three, let's all yell, blow the whistle. 1, 2, 3, blow the whistle! Wow, what'd you think about that? How about a big round of applause for Engineer DJ and Cinderella? Hey, that's DJ and Cinderella saying no problem. Now, if you look up to your left, you can see parts of the Great Smoky Mountains. And you can tell why they're called that. They look like that most of the time. Smokies were established as a national park in 1934. They're the only national park that has free admission, and they are the most visited park in the United States. Those last two are probably go hand in hand. Dawn of the 20th century, there was over 1,200 farms in these mountains, and each one had the main house that the family lived in. It's kind of like this one on your left. They had a wood shed, chicken coop where they gathered their eggs, smokehouse where they hung and cured their meat, and a spring house that kept things like the milk and the butter cool. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. They had one other little house back then. It was called the outhouse. And kids, if you don't know what the outhouse was used for, I'm going to let you ask your parents about that. Or you might have to ask your grandparents. Now coming up on your left, soaring 21 stories above the floor of the Great Smoky Mountains, is the Wild Eagle. You'll drop 13 stories as you fly up to speeds of 63 miles an hour. It has a 110-foot giant loop. It might be the most exciting 2 minutes and 22 seconds of your life. How many people rode the Wild Eagle? How many people are big chickens to ride the Wild Eagle? Oh, chickens win again. You can go to the merchandise shop. There's big yellow t-shirts that says, I'm a chicken. Now I'm going to play a little Christmas music. Here at Dollywood, we're real proud of Cinderella. So much, sometimes we like to let her show off a little bit. So what do you say, folks? Would you like to hear the engineer play a tune on that Wildwood Locomotive whistle? All right, on the count of 3, let's all yell, blow the whistle. 1, 2, 3, blow the whistle! Wow, what'd you think about that? How about a big round of applause for engineer DJ and Cinderella? Wow, what'd you think about that? How about a big round of applause for engineer DJ and Cinderella? Wow, what'd you think about that? How about a big round of applause for engineer DJ and Cinderella? Wow, what'd you think about that? How about a big round of applause for engineer DJ and Cinderella?